know this feeling when you want to walk up to a girl in public, but right as you're about to do it, your body just freezes. You start to get thousands of thoughts at the same time, and by the time you finally make the decision to walk up to her, everything ends up being so awkward that you can barely even form a sentence, and by the end of it, you don't even get her number, right? If you can relate to this, then oh boy, this video is perfect for you, right? I've been waiting on somebody who can actually relate to this advice. So we're about to go down on this one, all right? Buckle up, because this time I got a whole whiteboard to show you this, right? Let's just get straight to it. I'm not gonna waste any of your time. So essentially, this is you, this is Kurt. You got that? Good. All right, so the thing you need to understand is, as you can see here, there is nothing in between. There's nothing standing in your way to walk up to her. Therefore, you can do it. If only things had worked that way. As we both know, that's not the case, right? It feels almost as if there was a wall in between. That's a very nice wall. That's standing in your way. That's not allowing you to actually walk up to her. This wall of restriction that just... I get so much almost PTSD talking about this because I can really relate to this, right? It's like you can't get yourself to do it. But even if you were to finally muster up the courage, right? By the time this wall grows all the way up here, imagine this guy standing at this wall, right? What happens once you actually walk up to her after taking so much time to just overthink what could possibly go wrong? Now you gotta go down. And it's a hard drop. Imagine you had to jump off of a 5-meter staircase. You die. Maybe you don't die, right? But you take a lot of fall damage. This is exactly what happens. The reason as to why this wall gets higher and higher and higher the longer you wait is because you're allowing more of these insecure thoughts to flow into your mind. And once they start to flow in, things start to get really difficult from here, right? The genuine rule is that your approaches should be spontaneous. The more spontaneous the cold approach is, the less time you're allowing for these negative thoughts to flow in, right? So if you want to visualize this, if you have this drawing, right, this scenery, what actually controls the wall, right? The engine that's like right underneath it, I don't know how to draw an engine, this right here, that's your overthinking. The thing that actually makes the wall go up are those bitch little thoughts that you get. Now, I believe it's fairly normal. It's totally normal to get these thoughts, but what matters is you do with them. What matters is what you actually do with those thoughts. Whether if you let them affect the way you act, or will you remain, or will you remain courageous? Will you actually use your courage? Because courage is not the absence of fear, but it's the strength to overcome it. It's not the fact that, oh, I don't feel any fear as I'm doing everything, because I'm a human just like you. Sometimes when I want to walk up to a real gorgeous girl, to this day, shit just happens, right? But what matters is what you actually do with that feeling. Remember this quote, right? Because this is very valuable. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to overcome it. And I just want you to take the time to visualize just how great you will feel in the back of your mind once you will know that you have done something that is actually difficult, right? Because let's be real here. Going to the gym, doing all of these like nice, comfortable self-improvement habits, it's not as difficult as it is for others, right? I'm saying this very respectfully here, but life's not made equally. For one guy, it's gonna be very difficult to go to the gym, who has all of these body insecurities, right? Than it is for the guy who's been athletic his entire life and he built his muscle within a few weeks. It's just the way it is. You gotta focus on the tasks that are actually scary for you, right? And the thing is, damn, I can't speak. The thing is, cold approaching is scary for like 99% of guys. And the guys that you see, the guys you see in Hollywood, in the movies, even in real life, right? But they're not that common. The guy who walks up to the girl that you want, he also feels fear. He feels somewhat tempted as well, right? But nobody talks about that. Of course, once you get to a level, it does not phase you at all, right? Once you get to a level in which you've done it enough times, it's like it doesn't even phase you, right? But a lot of us just had to go for this, right? Not all of us are naturally born introverts. I like to think that I am, but throughout my high school period, and once I walked into high school, I kind of started to lose this childish sense of confidence, right? Back when we used to be kids, we pretty much didn't care. We could do whatever we want, right? But as I started to turn into a teenager, more of these negative thoughts started to affect my way of thinking. And at one point, I got so restricted that I had this introverted period of time, right? Just to let you know, but visualize this and keep this in mind. The more time you wait for the perfect moment to walk up to her, the higher this wall rises. The perfect moment doesn't exist. It's not real. There'll never be the right time to walk up to that girl, because think, by the time you like be making up your mind to walk up to her, boop. Let's draw a little guy here. Somebody could have already been there. By the time you finally get the courage to walk up to her after a solid 10 minutes of convincing yourself, somebody else could have already done it. But whether if you're gonna let others take what you want, or if you'll actually take action, that's on you to decide. One more time. Look at this analogy. We don't really need this guy, but do I have a... All right, I'm just gonna quickly get rid of him. Yeah, this is what you need to understand. You can take a screenshot if you want to. To conclude all of this, I'm just gonna give you a quick, brief conclusion here. The longer you wait for the perfect moment to walk up to her, and the more time you give your thoughts to convince yourself that you're gonna do it, the higher this wall gets. And once the wall gets pretty tall, it's pretty hard to climb that thing, isn't it, right? And once you finally convince yourself, by the time you do, you'll be so high up on that wall that the drop is gonna hurt so bad that you're gonna end up embarrassing yourself. And that's what happens to most guys. So don't end up like this. Use this. I hope you can take a screenshot. I think I've shown this enough times, but yeah, share this to whoever you believe needs it. Whoever it is, really, this is the advice that needs to be spread on confidence, because there is so much bullshit floating around. I'm not even gonna lie, this is insane, right? But yeah, hopefully I didn't waste your time. And if you want to talk to me directly, whilst hanging around a community that actually understands you, around people with the same struggles and mindsets as you do, who all want to improve and learn from each other, this is the perfect place. Join my Discord server. Trust me, we have weekly calls, very active community. Everything you could ever ask for is there. Trust me on that. And yeah, not gonna waste your time. As y'all always love to know, my cat's doing mighty fine. Wait, I'm not sure if you can see it. Oopsie daisy. All right, yeah, my cat's doing good. Damn, you sleepy as shit. All right, not gonna waste your time, brother. If you want to, you can click all the videos and click the subscribe button if you want more of this type of advice. And let me know in the comments what you think of this. I would really appreciate it. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. So keep working, brother, and take care.